for the benefit of the listening and viewing audience, and any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent from the WPIAL, WMBS, and Trip Total Media is strictly prohibited. That legal disclaimer brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. You got our live video stream here today, brought to you by Ranker Lincoln, Potter's Bar and Grill, and Dr. Mark Rabatin. And this should be a good one. Steve Geibel made it to the semifinals a year ago and qualified for the PIAA state playoffs. They're looking for another deep run, and Avella, they're looking for the first playoff win since 2007.
Well, it's going to be a tough road for the Avella Eagles looking at this Geibel team. They're going to have to worry about number 3, Jadis Kennedy. 32 points a game, a 6'3" senior guard, got a lot of experience, but they also have some other weapons. White, 13 a game, and Johnson, 10 a game. So they've got some scoring punch. And Grady, don't forget about him, 7 a game and 10 rebounds a game. So the Gators look like they are a team built for this. And, you're right, they're expecting a deep run. So this is kind of like, got to take care of business. So you can't forget, who you're playing against, and you got to be ready to play every night in these playoffs because you never know what could happen.
Kennedy third in the WPIAL right now in scoring, and look to build on that here tonight against Avella. And you have Caden Grady in the center circle to jump for the Geibel Gators. Cody Day jumping for the Avella Eagles. Billy Constantine in the center circle, ball in the air, and it's Avella who wins the opening tap. Is driving there was Wesley Burchani. Had it poked away from behind out of bounds. We'll stay with Avella here in the Geibel zone. Eagles working left to right as we describe it here in the opening quarter. And Colton Burchani will trigger it in right of the basket. Needs to hurry. Sends it in right in front. And Jadis Kennedy, a big block there on Wesley Burchani. But the Eagles keep it alive in the offensive glass. And big-time pressure here in front of the Geibel bench. And Bryce Wright, the freshman, Steve, loses it out of bounds.
Yep. Heavy pressure by the Gators. And 2 refs there at the same spot. And Billy Constantine, was that Cody Thomas?
Yeah, Cody Thomas and Pat Lyon, your crew tonight.
Veteran crew. Well, Thomas is kind of a young kid. He's getting his feet wet, but he's getting some playoff games, so he must be a pretty good official.
Jeffrey Johnson on the far side now for the Gators. Hemmed in there in the far corner. Goes cross-court near side, high feed. Brought down by Kennedy. Works left of the lane, comes baseline. Jumper from 12, in and out. Same team there for a moment on the rebound, but ripping it away down low and going in for the quick 2, Jesse Pockel.
Just like you said, just ripped it right away, and just a bad play there by Avella. Just 2 guys on the ball. Couldn't hold on to it.
Eagles work it down low on the block. Colton Burchani, kick out 3 on the way off the back iron. No good there from Nate Celia. And they keep it alive. Send it out. Back in the corner. That's Wesley Burchani off the side of the rim. No good there on the 3-ball attempt. Goes out of bounds and ruled here. Geibel basketball. Pat Lyon in a good spot to make that call. You mentioned, Steve, this gym just a perfect location for WPIAL playoff games.
Well, it's a perfect location, but it's also a beautiful gym for a small school here at Charleroi. They really, whoever designed this thing really knew what they were doing. It's a beautiful high school gym.
Pockel for 3, bounced around a couple of times for dropping out. Jadis Kennedy, offensive rebound, missed on the putback. 3rd attempt on the possession. Trayvon White gets it to go. So 4 unanswered out of the gates here for the Gators in the opening 90 seconds. And Geibel off to a nice start, Steve. They're going to force another turnover here. Jeffrey Johnson ripping it away from Wesley Burchani. Races back, got blocked down low there by Colton Burchani. Deflected out of bounds. Will stay with Geibel here in the Avella zone.
Avella's got to they got to settle down offensively. They look a little out of sync. They're trying to play a zone right now, a 3-2 zone.
Up top, Jadis Kennedy, 3 from the top of the key, rattles out. Trayvon White, offensive rebound, came back inside. A lot of contact, nothing called, and White gets the 2 to go. So he has 4 of the 6 for the Gators, who score the opening 6 points of this game.
Could have been an offensive foul on White. He really lowered his shoulder there and knocked the Avella player back to the hardwood.
I thought that too, Steve. And Avella working it around there. Wesley Burchani driving, scoops it up and in. First 2 of the game for the Geibel Gators. Wesley Burchani, he had 34 in a must-win game against Western Beaver to get Avella into the playoffs. Gators getting a little sloppy there, saved by White up top. Little hop step.
Travel.
Called for the travel there by Billy Constantine.
Well, hop step, didn't give it to him.
The Eagles get it back. It's 6-2 Geibel on top. 5:40 left here in the opening quarter as Bryce Wright will bring it across for Avella. And aside from the two Burchani brothers, Steve, this Avella team quite young. Near side, Nate Celia long two, and he banked it in from the wing. So Celia pulling Avella back to within 2 of Geibel here at 6-4 at the 5:20 mark of the opening quarter. Jeffrey Johnson up top. Nice screen set up there by Grady. 3-ball and air ball, but Jadis Kennedy there, right place, right time for his first 2 of the game. Gators have doubled up the Eagles at 8-4. A little backcourt pressure. Deflected out of bounds off of Jeffrey Johnson and out. Will stay Avella basketball.
Well, the points are coming too easy for the Gators if you're an Avella Eagles fan, so they got to do something to hold on to the ball.
Right feed down low, coming free, but missing there, Colton Burchani. Grady had the rebound, juggles it, keeps it alive, out to Trayvon White and across. Here's Trayvon White, no-look feed down to Jeffrey Johnson. Put it off the glass, up and in. Jeffrey Johnson, his first 2. Geibel on top, 10-4, here at the 4:42 mark of the first. This Gators team, Steve, looks strong, and they're going to get another steal here from Trayvon White. White driving back, and he'll finish with a left hand. Timeout Avella. They need it. 4:31 left here in the first. Geibel racing off to a 12-4 lead. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat. Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse, their surplus is your savings.
Prime Mroziak and Steve Superick back here at Charleroi High School. The Geibel Gators taking on the Avella Eagles. 4:13 game. Boys 1A first round action, and Geibel off to a 12-4 lead here at the 4:29 mark of the first. Avella with the basketball, working left to right as we describe it. Nate Celia playing catch with Bryce Wright in the backcourt. It'll be Wright that'll bring it across. Send it off to his left to Wesley Burchani. Gators coming out here defensively. Wesley driving, stolen there by Jadis Kennedy. Look out, here's Kennedy racing back for another quick 2, and he's just too good, Steve. Kennedy with 4, lead at 10 at 14-4.
They're making it look pretty easy so far, Brian. And Avella's going to have to do something to kind of settle things down, and there's going to be a block call there on Grady.
That'll be his first, and the first foul of the game on either side called on Caden Grady, 6'4" senior forward. And you look at this Geibel team, Steve, really their last opportunity for a deep run. 5 senior starters this year.
Yeah, this is it. Similar to what we're seeing over at LH, right? This
Correct.
is a big last run for those guys.
In the corner, missing on a 3 there, Bryce Wright. Offensive rebound brought down by Cody Dale. Turn and shoot no good. Trayvon White in traffic picks up the rebound there for Geibel. White back across between defenders. No look flip. Looking there for Kennedy. Got deflective back. Nice save from Grady. Back to White on the baseline. Grady out in front. Little ball fake. Now goes strong and got fouled underneath.
That's going to be probably on number 22. I'm guessing no, 20. What's that? 25. That's
Colton Burchani.
Yep. It's a first foul on the Eagles.
Caden Grady, 6'4" senior forward, averages 7 points and 10 rebounds a game for Donnie Porter's squad. First of 2 free throws here on the way and good for Caden. Among the assistants on the Geibel side again this year, Steve, Dr. Jonathan Krisner, of course, his son playing basketball over at Laurel Highlands, keeping him busy certainly during the winter months.
He's watching basketball every night, I bet.
Yes. Here's Caden Grady for a second of 2 on the way and good again. The lead for Geibel now at 12 at 16-4 over Avella. As Thomas Kolensik will see his first action of the night on the Geibel side. Checking in along with Mike Miller, number 21, a 5'10 sophomore guard. Nate Celia will bring it across here for Avella. Eagles down 12. Celia right of the lane, off to Cody Day. Day working off to his left, off balance shot on the way and good. Don't know how Day got that one to go, Steve, but somehow dropped in, and Avella back to within 10 at 16-6.
Yeah, line drive. A line drive fadeaway. You don't see that combination very often.
Here's Jeffrey Johnson working right of the lane, pulls it out to Kolensik, back to Johnson again. Resets here high on the right, 2:55 left in the first. Johnson tried a little bounce pass there on the inside intended for Kolensik. Got deflected out of bounds, off of Avella and out. Will stay with the Gators here in the Eagles zone. And Jeffrey Johnson will trigger it in from the far corner now. Into Jadis Kennedy. Kennedy trying to reset up top. Kick it near side, a little juggle and a save made there by Mike Miller. Back to Kennedy again. Kennedy will hop step in the lane, scoops it up. Shot wouldn't drop. Rebound deflected around. Kolensik keeps it alive. Back in the corner there again to Miller. Up top to White. Swung over to Jeffrey Johnson. And Johnson coming inside. Kicks back in the corner to the three ball on the way short that time from Mike Miller. And goes out of bounds and back over to Avella. So Gators getting a lot of looks, Steve, but came up empty on that possession.
Yeah, Coach Porter getting some of his other guys in there with Miller and Kolensik, getting some quality minutes for these guys. And they're going to need it as the farther they go in this tournament. You know, the games get tougher, right?
The winner will take on either Neighborhood Academy or Mapletown coming up on Wednesday at a neutral site. Those two teams will actually play, Steve, right after this game wraps up at 8 o'clock tonight at Charleroi. And there's Kennedy with a steal there on Colton Burchani, but threw it away. Picked off by Ryan Marker. Brings it back down the court over to Nate Celia, who got fouled here on the near side.
That's going to be a foul on Kolensik.
That'll be his first, team second. Geibel had an opportunity the last couple of years, hosted playoff games the last 2 seasons, but for whatever reason, the WPIAL ruled their gym this year unsuitable for WPIAL playoff games. So playing here at a neutral site against Charleroi, or at Charleroi against Avella, as Nate Celia misses on the first of 2 free throw attempts.
Well, that's gonna, you know, you got Uniontown got a playoff game. That gym's not very big either, but a little bigger than the Geibel gym, though.
Second of 2 free throws, no good from Celia. And Jeffrey Johnson will bring it back across. Johnson will dump down to Kennedy in traffic, got fouled going up. Kennedy hits the deck, gets back up, and he's all right.
I think the kids would probably enjoy playing here. That one's on Cody Day. That's his first.
Yeah, certainly a nice facility here, and you're going to have to thank all the folks from the Charleroi Athletic Department for taking care of us. Steve, you're actually up on the deck tonight with Billy Dice.
Yep.
Very comfortable up there.
It's kind of got to feel like AG's gym a little bit.
Yep.
But with more bleachers on the around the upper deck.
Kennedy was ruled in the act. The Avella coaching staff did not like that call, but he missed the first of 2 free throw attempts. Lead still at 16-6 for the Gators. Second of 2 free throws, good there for Jadis Kennedy. So he has 5 here in the opening quarter. The Geibel lead at 17-6. We'll show a little token pressure here in the backcourt. Now back off as Nate Celia will bring it across. Celia here on the near side has the seam. Hands off right of the lane. Floater on the way. Short there from Cody Day, but he got his own rebound to keep it alive right of the lane. Day back inside. Bounces out there. Colton Burchani, and now resets between the circles to Ryan Marker. Marker coming right of the lane. Kicks in the corner. Wide open 3. An air ball there from Nate Celia, and the Gators running back. Look out, Jadis Kennedy takes it right to the rack. Scoop shot, no good. Loose ball rebound on the backside, picked up by Wesley Burchani, and he got fouled. Rare to see Kennedy miss there, Steve, from point-blank range.
Yeah, and he gets the foul, I believe, reaching for the ball. And, yeah, just going a little too fast, and he really settled himself. It looked like he was going pretty fast, but settled himself down, but just missed it. And of course, 17-6 your score, so I don't think he's too concerned right now.
No, comfortable 11-point lead as we work here with 1:21 left in the opening quarter. And you have Braden Fuller into the game for the first time on the Avella side. Got a touch. Was sent off today. Now back in the corner, Ryan Marker fires the 3. Get off the mark. Same team there on the rebound. Trayvon White takes it away, and White trying to get coast-to-coast between defenders. Called for the charge. So we'll go the other way. 4th team foul on the Gators, first on White. Couple more subs checking in. Braden Curry on the Geibel side and Kane Allen on the Avella side. 1:04 left here in the opening quarter. 17-6 Gators over the Eagles. Single A first round action. Again, the winner will take on either Neighborhood Academy or Mapletown coming up on Wednesday. We'll have that game for you here on WMBS. If the Gators win. Down low, it'll turn and shoot. Short there from Kane Allen. Goes underneath to Trayvon White. He had it taken away. And coming back inside, missing there Wesley Burchani on the drive. And Geibel another rebound as Jeffrey Johnson brings it into the forecourt. Johnson will turn and shoot in and out. In traffic, Kane Allen another rebound there for Avella. Geibel by 11. Avella with the basketball. Final 30 seconds of this opening quarter. Wesley Burchani trying to go cross court, and here's side got picked off. Jeffrey Johnson coming back, and he'll scoop it up and in. Second field goal of the game for Johnson. He has 4. The Geibel lead up to 13 now and 19-6. 13 seconds left here in the opening quarter, and Johnson forces another steal. Got a touch from Curry, back to Johnson, got blocked underneath by Colton Burchani. Ball comes free and traffic out in front. Now, foul called, actually maybe an injury timeout here, Steve. It's Jeffrey Johnson slow and getting up.
Foul on Marker. He bumped into Miller. The ball was blocked. It was a good block by the Eagles, and then Miller came down with it, and he got immediately bumped by Marker.
Johnson into White, banked it in just as time expired here in the opening quarter. So White now with 8, and Geibel with a 21-6 lead over Avella after 1. We're back with the second quarter in 60 seconds here on the C.R. Brana Group High School Sports Night.
Announcing the Megan Mega Sale going on now, where you can save up to $2,500 off MSRP on select new 2022 F-150s. That's right, $2,500 under MSRP. The 2023s are arriving daily, so hurry in while the selection is the greatest. Our F-150 Mega Sale is still underway.
Hi, I'm Chuck Smith, GM here at Megan Ford, and we've been receiving truckloads of new inventory, including the much sought-after new Broncos, Bronco Sports, Escapes, Explorers, Super Duties, and even the Mustang Mach-1, GTs, and more.
So hurry in and save up to $2,500 off MSRP on select new 2022 F-150s during our Megan Mega Sale.
Call 724-628-2720 or visit MeganFord.com. Route 119 Connellsville. Your friends in the car and truck business.
Must take 2022 XLT delivery from dealer stock using APR program number 14154 and 4323.
Good start for the Geibel Gators, leading the Avella Eagles 21-6 after one quarter of play. Brian Mroziak along with Steve Superick, Billy Dice behind the camera, Nick Barcheck back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. In our live video stream tonight, courtesy of Ranker Lincoln, Potter's Bar and Grill, and Dr. Mark Rabatin. Dr. Rabatin, also a fan of the program, Steve, served as an assistant coach here at Geibel a couple of years back as well.
Yeah, I used to play golf years ago when I was a golf pro over at the country club. I used to play golf with Dr. Rabatin.
And during the COVID year, when Donnie Porter took the year off due to some health reasons, Dr. Rabatin and Dr. Krisner were the two coaches for the Gators. Here's Jeffrey Johnson on the outside looking for the three, spins out. Rebound pulled down there by Potkel. Gators get another look, another jumper from the foul line, short there from Johnson, and third attempt there, good from Jadis Kennedy. Kennedy now with 7, lead up to 23-6 now for Geibel over Avella, opening 30 seconds of this second quarter. Wesley Burchani, a hop step, got blocked there by Caden Grady. Odd man break coming back here again for the Gators. Potkel trying to send it down to Kennedy. Weren't on the same page. Got intercepted by Bryce Wright down the floor. Pull up Jay Good for Wesley Burchani. And the Gators will take a timeout. 7:08 left here before halftime. 23-8 Geibel. We're back in 60 here on the C.R. Brana Group High School Sports Night.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 4580. 729. If you're ready for a dental makeover or in need of basic dental care, the office of Dr. Mark Rabatin is right for you. Dr. Rabatin uses the latest advancement in the industry to achieve comprehensive care that will preserve your smile for years to come by providing general dentistry services. Call today to schedule your appointment at their modern office, located in the Fayette Business Park, 724-437-4991, for the fine art of dentistry.
Geibel with the basketball after the timeout. Johnson might have got away with a travel, not called, and then he drains a three. Gators fortunate there, Steve.
Yep. It should be, everything's just seems too easy right now for the Gators. They're getting a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, another one there as Bryce Wright fumbled it out of bounds. A good time out there from Donnie Porter. Saw Geibel getting a little bit sloppy out there. Then they had a comfortable lead. At that point, up 23-8. Just want to make sure everything was in check. And now Trayvon White looking for a three, no good. Jadis Kennedy muscling away the offensive rebound, missed on the putback. Ball comes loose and gets deflected back to Wesley Burchani. Wesley coming back, scooped it up off the glass, no good. Ball loose on the backside, rolled off of Geibel and out. Be Avella basketball here in the Gators zone as Geibel leads it 26-8 with 6:28 left before halftime. Avella's Colton Burchani will send it in. Off to Bryce Wright, goes cross court near side of Wesley Burchani, who drains the three. So Wesley Burchani, Steve, off to a nice start. Has 5 here in the second, 7 for the game. Eagles trying to hang around, but they're still down 15 at 26-11. 6:12 left before halftime. Pockel high feed off to Jeffrey Johnson. Back to Pockel again on the far wing. Those two play catch outside the arc. Now a little dump down there. Pockel trying to find Jadis Kennedy. Got intercepted, and that should be a carry it is. Coming back there for Nate Celia. Pat Lyon on top of that call. In our crew tonight, Billy Constantine, Pat Lyon, and Cody Thomas. And Jesse Pockel will trigger this one in for the Gators. Into Jeffrey Johnson, brings it across. Gets picked up there by Celia. Off to Trayvon White, little ball fake. Back to Johnson, edge of the zone. Far side, Pockel again playing catch with Johnson. Johnson again coming right of the lane, lost the dribble. Outside again to Pockel, trying to touch it off to Kennedy and got stolen by Wesley Burchani, but Pockel gets back into the play and picks it back up for the Gators. Good ball movement down the floor. Little floater down low, no good. White trying to clean it up there was Thomas Kolensik, missed, and on the third attempt, White finally got it to go. So White now with 10, and the Gators up 17 at 28-11. Little fumble trying to regain on the far side, Nate Celia. Kept it alive, touch from Colton Burchani, and another travel call. So a lot of turnovers, Steve, on the Eagles side.
Yeah, they just look uncomfortable. I don't know if the speed from the Gators is just making those Eagles just a little bit jumpy with the basketball in their hands. They just can't have, they're having a hard time, getting their feet kind of just looking comfortable out there. Look a little jittery, don't they?
Correct. Yeah, these two schools are actually in the same conference last year. Geibel won both meetings by scores of 81-46 and 85-44. First time they're playing here this season. Here's White, little hop step in the finish. Trayvon White already with 12. Gators on top by 19 at 30-11 with 4:54 left before halftime. Coming back there, Pockel pulling it back outside. And resetting here to Bryce Wright. Wright, long two near baseline, came up short. Offensive rebound brought down Cody Day. Tried to send it off, and Kane Allen losing the handle out of bounds. Back over to Geibel.
Yeah, good thought by Day. Just bounced it a little too low, and Allen just couldn't catch it. The ball ran right out over to the sideline.
In the corner, White for three. Line drive, good. Trayvon White. He has 15 already, Steve. We aren't even at halftime yet. And Geibel a 33-11 lead over Avella. 4:24 left here in the second quarter. Floating it coming back there. Bryce Wright, no good. Trayvon White, another rebound for Geibel. Fires the pass down low, and getting blocked there was Mike Miller. He had both Cody Day and Bryce Wright around the ball there for Avella. And Braden Curry now will check it on the Geibel side, but the Gators a comfortable 22-point lead. Braden Curry now will trigger it in. Off on the wing to Mike Miller. Up top again, Jadis Kennedy. Kennedy watched there by Wesley Burchani. Kennedy sending it far side. That's a long two that came up short there for Mike Miller, but again, the Gators keeping it alive. Back to Trayvon White, backing off outside the arc. White driving back, a lot of contact, charge called. Second time White's got called for the charge in this game, Steve.
Yeah, good job by the Avella defenders to hang in there and take that charge. Well, Danny Wallace, the professor, would be proud of that one.
Eagles get it back down 33-11. Reminder coming up on Monday with coverage of both the Laurel Highlands and Uniontown high school basketball playoff games. Mustangs hosting Freeport, Uniontown hosting Avonworth. Our coverage on the radio starts at 6 o'clock with the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Both games on Facebook Live. Tip off at 7 o'clock. We'll have the Laurel Highlands game on the radio side as well. Ball deflected out of bounds. Go back over to Geibels. Once again, Avella turns it over. Right around the midcourt stripe. And Jadis Kennedy will send it back into Jeffrey Johnson. Here's Johnson back across. Has it up top. A little switch back there with Mike Miller. Back in the corner again to Johnson. Johnson, a little ball fake. Miller again between the circles. Near side, Braden Curry fires the three off the back iron, no good. Wesley Burchani, the rebound there for Avella. Wesley back across. Flips it off on the wing. Three ball from Braden Fuller. Got blocked by Braden Curry off of Geibel and out. So we'll stay with Avella here in the Gators zone. Talking Steve earlier before the start of the game. Laurel Highlands a little banged up. Heading into that game on Monday with Freeport. Rodney Gallagher hasn't practiced much at all this week, and neither is Keandre DeShields, and that could be a problem for Laurel Highlands on Monday.
Well, if you take those two guys out of that lineup, that's a huge problem for the Coach Hogger.
I think Gallagher expected to go. More of a question mark around Keandre as the Gators force another turnover, and Jeffrey Johnson with the finish and drew the foul in the process. 9 now for Johnson to make it 10 here at the foul line, and the Gators tack 2 more on. They're up 24, 35-11.
Yeah, I'll give a couple of those other Mustangs a chance to step up a little bit, and, and hopefully at least Gallagher will be able to go to kind of keep things in check.
Free throw attempt from Johnson, no good. Couldn't cap off the three-point play, but Jadis Kennedy got the offensive rebound. He got fouled going back up, and both of those injuries for DeShields and Gallagher occurred during that final regular season game, that double overtime Mustangs win over the Red Raiders. And fortunate for Laurel Highlands, they had some healing time, Steve. Of course, that game last Friday. Mustangs play again coming up on Monday, so about 9 days in between games, and certainly coming at a good time of the season.
Yeah, well, 9 days in between games, and they're still hobbling around. So that you could tell, had to be some pretty significant injuries going on there.
Kennedy missed the first of 2 free throws. I talked to Coach Hogger today. He said if we were playing this week, we'd have been in trouble. Kennedy made the second after missing the first. It's 36-11. Geibel over Avella. 3:04 left before halftime. Bringing it across there, Braden Fuller. Well, contact there away from the ball as you had Mike Miller getting into it there with Wesley Burchani. And the Eagles dump it down low, and a foul call here down on the blocks. Going to go on Geibel's Mike Miller. That's one thing on this Gators side, Steve. Once they start advancing in this tournament, they have a very strong starting 5, but not a lot of depth. And if guys like Kennedy and White get in foul trouble, they could be in a little bit of trouble.
Well, I think you're going to find that with a lot of these single A teams.
As Ryland Bell misses on the first of 2 free throw attempts for Avella.
Just not as many kids to choose from, right?
Correct.
That's that's why they're single A, because of the enrollment numbers.
Ryland Bell, a second of 2 on the way and short off the front of the rim. Geibel another rebound. They'll send it down low. Is that going to be a travel? Yes, it is. Called there on Mike Miller. So the Gators up 36-11, lead at 25 with 2:47 left here in the second quarter. Gators press and force a jump ball. Good job there from Braden Curry. Getting into the face of Braden Fuller.
Fuller just dribbled it right into him. That was kind of odd. He just almost like he handed it to him. And the Eagles are having a really difficult time with turnovers right now. I'm not keeping track, but the turnover meter's got to be over 20 so far.
Geibel just trying to go for the jugular right now and just kind of put Avella away here in the first half. They lead by 25. As Bryce Wright brings it back across here for the Eagles, fronted by Jeffrey Johnson. A little switch up top with Wesley Burchani. Burchani driving, put it off the glass, shot attempt, no good. Got an offensive rebound, but Jadis Kennedy with a slot there on Colton Burchani. Here's Kennedy breaking back again for Geibel, put it off the glass, up and in. Kennedy, 10 already, 5 in each quarter. Lead at 27 now, 38-11.
That was a good job by Kennedy to avoid the charge. The Geibel player was down there trying to draw the charge.
And a good drive back from Wesley Burchani, really carrying Avella tonight. Has 7 in the second, 9 for the game. It's 38-13 now. Gators lead down to 25 as we go under 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. Line drive, 3, good Braden Curry. His first points off the bench come from outside the arc.
Line drive is, I don't know if that ball got above the rim. I know it's impossible, but it didn't look like it got more than 6 inches above the rim.
Avella trying to answer back, but Bryce Wright missing there on a 3. Jeffrey Johnson now going coast to coast with the finish. Jeffrey Johnson, 7 here in the second, 11 for the game. Timeout Avella. Lead at 30 at 43-13, 1:32 left before halftime. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
Going on now at CR Chevy East.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $149 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with 5,999 cash trade with GM Lease Loyalty or Conquest, plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends February 28, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Brian Mroziak and Steve Superick back here at Charleroi High School. The Geibel Gators all over Avella right now, leading 43-13. We have Billy Dice behind the camera doing a great job on our video feed tonight. And another steal. Pockel picking it up with a little jumper here right of the lane. No good. And Avella's Wesley Burchani out of the pack with it. Nice move around. Johnson drives inside. Might have got blocked there by Thomas Kolensik. Gators race back again. Here's Johnson off the glass, up and in. So Jeffrey Johnson now 9 here in the second, 13 for the game. Gators on top 45-13. A little collision coming back there. Good sportsmanship as Jeffrey Johnson lifts Bryce Wright off the court.
And Burchiani has all, that's Wesley, the 6'1 junior guard, has all the points, the only points for the Eagles here in this second quarter, but unfortunately he only has 7. They're getting just run out of the gym right now, aren't they?
Has 9 of the 13 for Avella in this game. Bryce Wright looking for his first points of the night. It's the 1-and-1. Front end no good as it spins out, and Geibel another rebound. Gators pouring it on, up 32. We haven't even reached halftime. Final minute of the second quarter. That'll be a backcourt violation. Miscommunication there between Johnson and White. I think this Gators team stays focused, Steve. I think they're going to be a contender here in 1A this season.
Well, they're certainly looking like it right now, aren't they?
Yeah, they've won 13 games in a row. Their last loss back on January the 3rd against Monessen. They've won some tough non-conference games as well. If the seeding holds up, they'll play Neighborhood Academy in the next round. Neighborhood Academy be a favorite over Mapletown. That game coming up later. And Geibel knocked off Neighborhood Academy a couple of weeks ago. Here's Kennedy trying to feed it off to Jesse Pockel. Got blocked, and now the Eagles' numbers coming back. Drive on the inside there. Colton Burchani, no good. Foul calling off the rebound.
It's going to be on Avella. That's going to be on, I believe, number 22. Yeah, it is. It's Day on the rebound. Kolensik had it, and Day came in there and just and I think, they think everybody thinks he's shooting a foul shot, but that should be out of bounds to the Gators. It is.
Yep, going the other way. A 39.8 left here before halftime. Of course, Nick Barcheck doing a great job, pushing all the buttons back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Get our live video stream tonight, courtesy of Ranker Lincoln, Potter's Bar and Grill, and Dr. Mark Rabat. Jadis Kennedy up top, 3 on the way, off the mark, rebound, tipped around and controlled there by Avella's Wesley Burchani, and a quick foul call. That'll be the 8th on the Gators, and a 1-and-1 here for Avella. It'll go on Geibel's Jesse Pockel. That'll be his first. And the 8th team foul, and Wesley Burchani will shoot the 1-and-1. You said, Steve, Rob's taking in the game tonight, then not working?
Well, let me see if I can.
Wesley misses on the front end of a 1-and-1 there.
He's not down behind the bench anymore, so I don't see him.
Trayvon White, pretty spin coming back. Avella wanted to travel, but they're going to call a foul here on the Eagles. It'll go on Cody Day.
He's down there in the left corner, Brian. You can see him. He's got his camera out, so he must be working.
Yep. Talking action to Jonathan Guth. You hear Jonathan here on WMBS, Greater Uniontown Sports Talk, every Thursday at 6:15. Substitution here for Avella. Gavin Frank checking in. This will be a 1-and-1 here at the line for Trayvon White. White 15 points already for Geibel. Front end here no good. Offensive rebound Jadis Kennedy got blocked on the putback attempt. Got it back again, and this time ring it up. Basket and 1 for Kennedy. He has 7 here in the second, 12 for the game. Can tack another one on here at the foul line. Lead at 47-13 for Geibel over Avella. 20 seconds left here in the second quarter. Gators looking strong. Kennedy's free throw attempt good. Putting point totals up like this, Steve, you can see how Kennedy can be averaging 32 a game. Forces another steal here, drives back, and a hard foul there by Ryan Marker on Kennedy. Maybe a little frustration there on Marker. Lead now at 35 at 48-13.
It's going to force a moving clock in that second half.
They will.
So Nick will have to get all those commercials in for you.
Yep. Always does a great job at that. Now Kennedy with 14 seconds left in the quarter misses on the front end of a 1-and-1. Avella the rebound. Kennedy just 3 of 6 of the free throw line in this game. Here's Nate Celia with a seam. Was looking there for Gavin Frank. And Avella loses it out of bounds. Geibel gets it back. 5.1 left. They'll roll it down the floor. Picked up here by White. Here's White. Baseline fadeaway long 2 rattled in. And that's how the whole first half went for the Geibel Gators. White will close out the second quarter now with 17 points. And Geibel putting a 50-burger up on the scoreboard. A 50-13 over Avella. Stay tuned for our halftime show brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. Comes your way next here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799. When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Amadar Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school in the Fayette County area for more than 3 years. M&R Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands School basketball team and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164. Or stop into their office at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. Come join Geibel Catholic Junior Senior High School on March 25th and 26th at the State Theater Center for the Arts in Uniontown as they take a trip to Neverland and proudly present Peter Pan. Showtimes are 7 p.m. on Saturday, March 25th and 2 p.m. on Sunday, March 26th. Tickets are $15 and can be purchased beginning February 22nd at the State Theater box office or by visiting their website at statetheater.info. For more information, please call 724-628-5600.
South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon has spent his life helping others. Now in his 18th year of service, he previously served as our district judge for 24 years. Rick has just announced he would like to continue as supervisor by seeking re-election. Let's keep a great team together in South Union. Vote for Rick Vernon, supervisor.
Paid for by the candidate.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Or maybe it's time for a new denture. Call the office of Dr. Jonathan Krisner and Dr. Jennifer Haar, located at 7829 National Pike in Uniontown. Thanks to their in-office denture lab, they can make your new denture faster than other offices and can offer same-day denture repairs. They also offer tooth whitening, clear braces, and same-day crowns. Call their office for your appointment today at 724-438-0241.
Back here at Charleroi High School, Brian Mroziak along with Steve Superick. Halftime, the Geibel Gators all over the Avella Eagles, 50-13. Steve, was your halftime stats. They're being brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Steve?
Okay, for the Eagles, just 13 points in that first half, 6 in the first, 7 in the second. Barcheck Wesley had 9 of those points in the first half, had the only 7 points of the quarter in that second quarter for the Eagles. Celia had 2 points all in the first quarter, and of course Day with 2 points in that first quarter as well. So they finished first half with 13 points. Different story though for the Gators on an offensive explosion for 50 points, 21 in the first, 29 in the second, 50 at the half. Grady has 2 points, Jeffrey Johnson with 13, White leading the way with 17, Kennedy with 12, Curry with 3, and Pockle with 2. And again, they had all their points, 29 points explosion in that second quarter and 21 in the first. So 50, that's right, 50-13 halftime leads. We'll have a running clock here in the second half.
And Steve, I would not be surprised if you end up seeing Geibel's possible next playoff game here at Charleroi High School, of course, possibly taking on Neighborhood Academy or Mapletown, but you look at where this is located at, Neighborhood Academy in the city of Pittsburgh, kind of a perfect midway point destination.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a beautiful gym like we talked about earlier, and we were talking off the air, Billy Dice and I, and this would be a great location if they couldn't get a gym in closer to Uniontown to play the LH and Uniontown. If they would happen to both teams would get that far, this gym could certainly accommodate the number of people that would probably want to come. They got the lower decks pretty high up, and then they got the balcony going around, and then in the upper decks they have some pretty high bleachers as well, so they could fit a lot of people in here, and it would be a pretty good. They'd probably fill it. It would probably look pretty cool.
Yeah, seats about 3,000. Geibel up 50-13 over Avella. Second half comes your way in 4 minutes here on WBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network and Facebook Live.
Where Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
I'm Melinda Delarose. As an assistant district attorney, I've protected Fayette County families and fought to uphold our constitutional rights. As a prosecutor and trusted local attorney, I've provided victims of crime with a strong voice and put criminals behind bars. My pledge to you as judge is to follow the law, always maintain the highest ethical standards, and to run a courtroom that's respectful of your time and tax dollars. I'm Melinda Delarose, asking for your vote for judge.
Paid for by friends of Melinda Delarose.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Going on now at Superick Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $149 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease excludes GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year, with $5,999 cash trade with GM Lease Loyalty or Conquest, plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends February 28th, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-99-8000.
This is Tim Dye, Fayette County Clerk of Courts, and I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Phillies, the Uniontown Red Raiders, the Geibel Gators and the Lady Gators, and the Brownsville Falcons on their great seasons and making the playoffs. You should be very proud. Now finish strong and bring home that championship trophy. My playoff has started, and I'm asking for your support as I'm running for re-election as your Clerk of Courts. So on May 16th, give Tim Dye another try. Paid for by the candidate.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. The esophagus is the swallowing tube in your chest. Problems with the esophagus are common and lead to acid reflux, chest pain, and food sticking in the lower neck or chest. Doctors Ruthart Calabrese Hoppy and I specialize in diagnosing esophageal disorders and recommending effective and safe treatment. For information, call our office at 724-437-7677 or visit us at usdigestivehealth.com.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Planning a sports fundraiser? B Graphics makes it easy. B Graphics will set up an online store with hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and other gear with your team and school logo. Ordering, shipping, payment, B Graphics handles everything, and you get a check with the profits. Minimal effort, maximum success. Call or go online to set up your online store at bgraphics.com. B-E-E, graphics with an X.com. Best of the best, screen printing and embroidery 3 years running. bgraphics.com.
Back here at Charleroi High School, start of the third quarter. Geibel will have the basketball. They're working left to right as we described. Brian Mroziak along with Steve Superick and Billy Dice tonight. Nick Barcheck back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. And a quick long two taken by Jeffrey Johnson for Geibel. No good. Nate Celia, the rebound there for Avella. But Geibel, Steve, will certainly be on cruise control here to start the third quarter.
Well, it's not the only thing. The clock's going to be on cruise control.
Yes. They force another turnover here, knocking it out on the far side. Again, our live video stream courtesy of Ranker Lincoln, Potter's Bar and Grill, and Dr. Mark Rabatin. Again, Steve and I back at it again on Monday. We'll have the Laurel Highlands game for you. Billy Dice, who's behind the camera, will be with Josh Scully on that Uniontown Avonworth game. Jeffrey Johnson rattling home a quick two. He now has 15. The guy will lead up to 52-13 over Avella, with 7:13 left here in the third.
We're going to be over at LH, right?
Yes, we're over at LH on Monday night. And a floater good there, Kane Allen his first 2 off the bench. And Steve Allen, the first Eagle to score other than Wesley Burchani since the opening quarter.
Yeah.
52-15, Geibel over Avella, driving back, strong drive there from Kennedy. Got fouled, shot attempt no good. He'll have 2 free throws upcoming. And Kennedy, Steve, you can just tell he's a player out there. Just kind of has that look about him, the way he carries himself out on the court.
He's got pink shoes on.
Yes.
You know you got to be pretty good if you're wearing pink shoes.
Yes. First of 2 free throws here, good for Jadis Kennedy. Give him 14 tonight. Third leading scorer coming in on the WPIAL.
Yeah, a lot of these Geibel kids, they can come from all over, right?
Correct, yep.
A couple kids probably live in Uniontown.
5 of them.
Some of them are Connellsville. Maybe you get some from Greensburg.
53-15.
Mount Pleasant, right?
Yep.
You can get them from everywhere.
The 3 up top, good from Wesley Burchani. So Wesley in double figures now with 12. Geibel on top, 53-18. Wesley, a junior, his brother Colton playing likely his final game in an Avella uniform as a senior. I think he might be the only senior the Eagles will graduate, Steve. Only senior on the roster. A lot of freshmen and sophomores. Actually, one other one, Ryan Marker, also be wrapping up his Avella career tonight as well. Bryce Wright for 3, drains it. Good to see a couple of these Avella kids hitting some shots here, Steve, in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're finally relaxing a little bit with the ball. Of course, I think the pressure from the Gators.
Did Kennedy get hurt?
Yeah, that's no good. That does not look. He's getting up. That's good.
Grabbing his shin. And Kennedy getting a little help there from Jesse Pockle. He's limping coming to the Gators bench.
Yeah, that'll probably be. He's limping, but he moves pretty good. He's smiling, so that's okay. Yeah.
And again, Geibel will play again on Wednesday. So he'll have 4 days to heal before that next game.
You hate to. A game that's 53-21. You hate to get one of your guys hurt, especially your leading scorer.
Correct. Jeffrey Johnson, another steal there for Geibel. Johnson left of the lane, now pulls it back outside the arc. Johnson high on the left with 5:12 left here in the third. Gators up 53-21. No look kick in the corner. Pockle for 3. It's an air ball. Goes right to Wesley Burchani. Wesley running back. He'll go down the lane. A lot of contact. Charge call. So Wesley called for the charge. Geibel will get it back. Up 32 with 4:52 left on a running clock here in the third quarter. And you'll have Braden Curry triggering it in here for the Gators. And Trayvon White will work it out of his own zone. Reminder to stay tuned after the game for our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. We'll have our player of the game brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Facides, and final stats from First Federal of Greene County. Underneath, missed there from White. Got it back. Works, tries to reposition in a little trouble. Shovels it back to Jeffrey Johnson here on the near side, and Johnson got hurt.
Yeah.
Timeout taken here by the Geibel bench. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services injury time. A couple of Gators getting dinged here in the third quarter. Full timeout. We're back in 60. Geibel up 53-21. 4:16 left in the third here on the Ciar Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Walk into their showroom and you'll know their commitment to customer service. Ranker Lincoln Motor Sales, Fayette County's exclusive Lincoln dealer, owned and operated by the Ranker family since 1950. Whether you need to purchase or service a new or pre-owned Lincoln, you've come to the right place. Ranker Motor now has a nice selection of cars and trucks with new cars on the way. Just 2 miles south of Connellsville on Route 119. Call 724-628-8500 or visit them online, rankerlincoln.com.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. I have experience in workplace accident cases for nearly 15 years. Have you been hurt at work and are trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim? Are you being treated unfairly by your employer? When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work, but you may not be physically ready to do that. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call us at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Back here at Charleroi High School, Geibel a 53-21 lead over Avella, but not what Coach Donnie Porter wants to see here, Steve. Couple of guys getting dinged up, but Jadis Kennedy back in the game after he went down earlier, and he has the basketball right now for the Gators. As Pockle sets the screen, Kennedy on the inside, leaning, went down again. Ball comes loose, White finds it and finishes with a left hand. Trayvon White now with 19. Geibel's lead up to 55-21. Here's Wesley Burchani coming back. Got blocked there by Braden Curry, deflecting it out of play. Even though Steve Laurel Highland's not playing tonight, some of their players out actually across the court on the far side, taking this one in. With Rodney Gallagher and Keandre over there. They're looking good, at least standing up, and there's a little finish down low on the Avella side. Was that Wesley Burchani or Nate Celia down there, Steve?
That was Wesley.
That was Wesley Burchani. Give him 14 for the game. 55-23. Kolensik off the mark on that shot attempt, and Kane Allen had the rebound there for Avella. They'll kick it in the corner. Bryce Wright for three, a bit too strong there. He'll go out of bounds and back over to Geibel with 3:17 left here in the third, and Jeffrey Johnson back on the court. So those injury scares not deterring Donnie Porter from putting Johnson and Kennedy back into the game.
No.
And Kennedy has it right now. Barks out of play. Picked up by Wesley Burchani. Bounces it off to Johnson. Johnson coming near baseline, fires the three short. Goes right underneath to Kane Allen. Tries to shovel it off and across to Wesley Burchani. Burchani driving the lane. He'll scoop it up and in. So Wesley Burchani really having a nice night, Steve, with 16. But Avella down 55-25 with 2:37 left here in the third. And Donnie Porter's going to take another timeout. Another full timeout with 2:34 left here in the third. Gators up 30, and we're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Walk into their showroom and you'll know their commitment to customer service. Ranker Lincoln Motor Sales, Fayette County's exclusive Lincoln dealer, owned and operated by the Ranker family since 1950. Whether you need to purchase or service a new or pre-owned Lincoln, you've come to the right place. Ranker Motor now has a nice selection of cars and trucks with new cars on the way. Just 2 miles south of Connellsville on Route 119. Call 724-628-8500 or visit them online, rankerlincoln.com.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Geibel with the basketball coming out of the timeout. Brian Mroziak along with Steve Superick. Appreciate you joining us with some Friday night playoff hoops. WPIAL playoffs getting underway here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network. And on Facebook Live tonight as White sends it out to Jeffrey Johnson. High arcing three off the mark there. Good rebound, White. Scores on the putback, and Trayvon White, Steve, certainly a candidate for our player of the game tonight with 21 already. 2:12 left here in the third. Gators up 57-25. Wesley Burchani sending it off to Bryce Wright, far corner. Back to Wesley up top. He'll fire the three off the mark. Good defense there from Braden Curry. Ball loose underneath, and Trayvon White, another rebound there for Geibel. Off to Kennedy, and Jadis Kennedy. Play it up and in. Nope, no travel called. Kennedy with 16. Lead at 59-25. Kane Allen between defenders. Good feed on the cut and the score. Wesley Burchani again. He has 9 here in the third, 18 for the game. 59-27. So Wesley Burchani is 18 of the 27 on the Avella side. White, a little hop step, hand off. Kennedy free again for another quick two. Kennedy 5 here in the third, 18 for the game. 61-27 Gators, 1:22 left here in the third. Nate Celia down low, triple teamed, off balance shot, no good there. Colton Burchani. Kane Allen going for the rebound, keeps it alive. Touch there from Celia in the corner to right. Back up top again, Wesley Burchani. Trying to fight off Braden Curry, and Curry will be called for the foul. That'll be actually the first team foul against the Gators here in the second half. Knew it wasn't many. That was the first. Now Mike Miller will check into the game for Braden Curry.
Clock continues to run.
Yep. And Bryce Wright will trigger it in here for Avella. Touched off to Colton Burchani, and he's fouled. I think they'll get Kolensik on the foul. That'll send Colton to the free throw line. He'll get 2 here, looking for his first points of the game. Geibel led 21-6 after one, 50-13 at halftime. Now up 61-27 with 31 seconds left here in the third. Colton Berchani, first of 2 free throws short out the front of the rim. The senior forward playing his last game here tonight came in averaging 7 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 steals a game for Mike Masick's squad. Second of 2 free throws good for Colton Berchani to get him into the scoring column for the first time tonight. Trayvon White picking it up here for Geibel, driving, scoring, and drawing the foul in the process. White 6 here in the third, 23 for the game. Could tack another one on here at the foul line. 61-28 Gators.
Probably give him the player of the game right now, I would think.
Way he's played tonight. Came in averaging 13 a game.
It's 23 points already.
Yup, some of these Geibel kids, Steve, are getting some college looks as well. The way they play on the court. White misses the free throw attempt. And bringing it back across here, Wesley Berchani scoops it up and in. So Wesley 11 here in the third, 20 for the game, as 20 of the 30 for the Eagles. And 5 seconds left here in the quarter. Here's White from the far elbow, fade away, no good. And that'll do it through 3 quarters of basketball. 63-30, Geibel over Avella. We're back with a 4th and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
Start of the fourth quarter, the Geibel Gators leading the Avella Eagles by a score of 63-30. Good to see our friend Aaron Zolbrand here from the Health Insurance Store in Connellsville, big supporter of the Geibel basketball program, checking in the game here from Charleroi High School tonight. Actually, Aaron will be on the air, Steve, with us Monday from 1 to 3 for his regular radio show. And tune in for that. Does a great job in the Connellsville community, helping a lot of folks with health insurance. That's a difficult market to navigate sometimes, Steve.
Yeah.
Avella's basketball here to start the fourth quarter. Braden Fuller will bounce it into Ryan Marker. Gators up 33.
Wow.
And another steal. Here's Jaden Kennedy coming back again, and Kennedy having it knocked away there by Ryan Marker. Will stay Geibel basketball here in the Avella zone. Go ahead, Steve.
Marker's lost his shoe. He's got it stolen from him, then he stole it back, and then he lost his shoe. Clock continues to run.
Touch in from Johnson and a Trayvon White, and he'll rattle that one home again. So White adding to his point total. Now 25 tonight, 65-30. Gators lead by 35. Ryan Marker back across here on the near side for Avella, picked up by Jeffrey Johnson. And a 3 gets blocked down there by Kolensik. What a swat from the outside on that attempt from Ryan Marker.
Well, that's about the 3rd or 4th shot that the Gators have blocked for those Avella kids shooting threes. You just don't see that very often.
No. Gators doing a nice job extending tonight. 6:50 left here in regulation. Long 2 near wing off the mark there from Ryland Bell. They got an offensive rebound. Who else? Wesley Berchani rattling home another 2 for Avella. He has 22 for the Eagles. It's 65-32 Geibel. 6:33 left here in the fourth. Jeffrey Johnson off to Kolensik. Near side White again. A lot of contact. No foul called. White couldn't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Kolensik missed on the putback. We get another attempt. And Thomas Kolensik gets his first 2 of the game for Geibel.
And the officials have officially swallowed their whistles.
Yes.
There's about 4 fouls there. The Kolensik could have got to the line, but the 67-32, the officials
letting it go.
Yep, they're letting a lot of things go.
Ryan Marker down to Braden Fuller. Floater no good. Kolensik had the rebound and lost it. Colton Burchani regained, sends it off to his right. Missed there from Fuller. And the Gators out of the pack with it. Mike Miller on the far wing now in the Avella zone. In the corner now to Jadis Kennedy. Goes cross court near side White. Back to Johnson. Comes near baseline. Hop, step, off balance shot. No good one at the bottom of the rim.
Well, that looked awkward.
Yes.
He, luckily, he got up okay.
Yes. Worry about those awkward landings.
He's got the pink shoes on as well. Him and Kennedy.
There's three of them out there.
Yeah,
White
and
too.
White. Yeah.
You got turquoise blue for Mike Miller. And some yellow kicks there for Kolensik.
Yeah.
And a carry called there on Avella.
Apparently they're not all shopping at the same store.
No. Maybe you can custom order your kicks at Geibel. Let them know what color you want for the upcoming season. Even on the Avella side, you got some bright blue in there. Mixture for, I think that's Eli Maidman who just checked in. A little orange, a little green in those kicks. We could talk about that with 4:48 left and a 67-32 score up on the board in favor of Geibel over Avella.
You're just trying to find the hospitality tent at this point.
Yes. Here's Kennedy, long two, far corner, a bit too strong. Offensive rebound brought down, put back up and in, and drawing the foul there, Mike Miller in the process. First two of the game for Miller, head to the foul line to try to add to it. Gets a couple of handshakes from his teammates. Lead now at 69-32 for the Gators. 4:23 left here in the fourth. And the free throw, good. High arcing free throw there from Miller. Geibel in full control. Another turnover there from Ryland Bell. Gators had the rebound, but lost it out of bounds. What happened to Johnson? Went back there and bought a hot dog.
Yeah, he's trying to.
Might have got hit in the mouth.
Yeah.
And now the Gators starters checking out. A full line change. And I think at this point, with some of the dings we've seen in this game, probably a good move here for Don Porter to make a couple of substitutions. And we're getting a timeout taken here as well. We'll take it. 3:50 left in regulation. 70-32 Gators. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at Superick Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $149 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease exclude GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with $5,999 cash trade with GM Lease Loyalty or Conquest, plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends February 28th, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
Avella ruled out of bounds as we come back after the timeout. 3:35 left. And kind of neat, Steve, during the last timeout, Jeffrey Johnson was checked out of the game, and Xander Zimmerman was shooting their huddle film for Geibel. And Johnson came over and took the video and told Zimmerman to go on the bench. And then the cheerleaders started chanting for Zimmerman, and he might see some game action here before all is said and done. Seemed to be a fan favorite.
Apparently.
3:10 to play.
And Johnson's manning the camera.
Yeah,
now.
he's manning the camera. Said he was over at the hot dog stand there after the last possession, so he's doing everything out there on the Geibel side. The ball tipped around here, loose underneath, trying to regain there. Colton Burchani deflected around. And then ruled out of bounds. It will be Avella basketball. 2:45 left here in regulation, and the clock running. And Braden Fuller will trigger it in here to Wesley Burchani, who fires a quick three short. The ball goes over the glass and out of play and back over to Geibel. Again, the Gators in full control with the win. They'll improve to 16-6 overall. Advance to the quarterfinals. Going to take on the winner of the Neighborhood Academy Mapletown game, which will come your way next. On the near side in traffic there, Braden Curry. Another little deflection out of play, and now we got Zimmerman coming in here, Steve, on the Geibel side.
Yeah.
5'9" freshman.
Definitely a fan favorite.
Yes.
He's got the girls behind him. All the cheerleaders in the student section there are all cheering for the kid.
Well, if you got the girls behind you, that's a good thing.
Yep.
Little high feed over the head of Evan Gelatz. And again, Geibel's went to their second and third line here late. Up 70-32. If they can get Zimmerman 2 points, that'll really cap off the night here on the Geibel side. Back across, Wesley Berchani. And he's had a nice game with 22. Feed down low, missed out on the rebound.
Give him a rebound.
Cody Day.
I'll give him a rebound on that one.
Getting to the scoring column, at least on the rebounding side into the books. Now, Alex Vandenberg checking in on the Avella side, replacing Wesley Berchani.
Yeah, finishes with 22 points.
Yes. Goes back here to Braden Fuller on
Another
the drive.
rebound.
No good. Got another rebound. His second of the game. Ball comes loose out of bounds over to Geibel. With a minute left here on our running clock. Another Avella substitution. Cody Sheff checking in, along with Camden Jeffers. The Gators are saying, hey, let's feed it down the court. We want to get Zimmerman a basket. 45 seconds left. They're going to set Zimmerman up. Down on the blocks.
He's wide open. Nobody's even paying attention. There we go.
Home run ball. Zimmerman able to pick it up. Shot up on the way. Just off the mark. That have brought this place down.
Tell you what, that was a pretty good shot.
It was. Here's Fuller back across. Deflected out of bounds. We'll stay with Avella here in the Geibel zone with 23 seconds left. Avella has the ball. They're already sending Zimmerman down on the
Zimmerman
other side.
was right. The ball was actually out off of Avella, but the officials gave it to him.
I mean, a hard foul down low here on Braden Curry, so Avella will get 2. I think they'll stop it here on the free throws at 70-32 with 6.8 left. We're going to send Zimmerman down for one last opportunity here after the free throws. Braden Fuller will shoot him here for Avella. Fuller, first of 2 on the way, no good. He's yet to score in this game on the Avella side. Now Fuller for his second of 2. This one good as he gets into the scoring column. Here we go, 6.8 left. Home run ball down the court. Gets tipped around, saved there by Curry. Off to Zimmerman, 3-ball near wing, off the glass, no good. And that'll do it. So Geibel, a playoff win tonight. 70-33 over Avella. We're back to tell you about it in our postgame show. Brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Comes your way next here on WBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
If you're ready for a dental makeover or in need of basic dental care, the office of Dr. Mark Rabatin is right for you. Dr. Rabatin uses the latest advancement in the industry to achieve comprehensive care that will preserve your smile for years to come by providing general dentistry services. Call today to schedule your appointment at their modern office, located in the Fayette Business Park, 724-437-4991, for the fine art of dentistry.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com. Stop by Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop on North Gallatin Avenue in Uniontown. Family owned and operated by Phil Lucioni and Dominic Sabatini, Big Al's features 2 one-topping pizzas and a 2-liter for $21.99. Or try an Italian hoagie and a 20-ounce drink for $6.99. Check out some of Big Al's other homemade food items, including pasta salads, macaroni salads, and deli items. Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop, 72 North Gallatin Avenue. Phone 724-550-4252.
Walk into their showroom and you'll know their commitment to customer service. Ranker Lincoln Motor Sales, Fayette County's exclusive Lincoln dealer, owned and operated by the Ranker family since 1950. Whether you need to purchase or service a new or pre-owned Lincoln, you you've come to the right place. Ranker Motor now has a nice selection of cars and trucks with new cars on the way. Just 2 miles south of Connellsville on Route 119. Call 724-628-8500 or visit them online, rankerlincoln.com.
Come join Geibel Catholic Junior Senior High School on March 25th and 26th at the State Theater Center for the Arts in Uniontown as they take a trip to Neverland and proudly present Peter Pan. Showtimes are 7 p.m. on Saturday, March 25th and 2 p.m. on Sunday, March 26th. Tickets are $15 and can be purchased beginning February 22nd at the State Theater box office or by visiting their website at statetheater.info. For more information, please call 724-628-5600.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Hey everyone, I'm John Marietta and I am the Hillbilly. I'm on my way to becoming your next Fayette County Commissioner. I will stand firm on the Constitution and my faith. And like I always say, fear ain't in this house, and it won't be in the commissioner's office either. Standing up for Fayette County is my #1 priority. Pennsylvania needs good leaders. Courage is contagious, so get ready to ride. The posse is forming. A vote for me is a vote for we the people. I will always be a servant. It's time for change. It's time for we the people. Vote for John Marietta for Fayette County Commissioner. God bless you all, and God bless America.
Paid for by John Marietta for We the People.
Geibel a 70-33 win over Avella tonight. They'll advance to the WPIAL quarterfinals in boys single A to take on either Neighborhood Academy or Mapletown. That game coming up next. Steve, is your final stats here in our postgame show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. The stats brought to you by First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County. Steve?
Okay, for the Eagles, Wright with 3 points. Wesley Berchiani led the way with 22. Celia with 2. Fuller chips in 1. Day with 2. And Colton Berchiani with 2. And Jacobs with 2. They scored 6 in the first, 7 in the second, 17 in the third, just 3 in the fourth, 33 for the ball game. For the Geibel Gators, Pockle finishes with 2 points. Curry with 3. Kennedy with 18 points. White leads the way with 25. Jeffrey Johnson with 15, Kalentik with 2, Miller with 3, Grady with 3, and 3 rebounds, Xander Zimmerman, the 5'9" freshman who came in off the camera deck to get 3 rebounds in that fourth quarter. Congratulations to him. They scored 21 in the first, 29 in the second, 13 in the third, 7 in the fourth for a 70-33 victory.
And our player of the game brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicides. Trayvon White, 25 points for the Geibel Gators tonight. Again, Geibel back in action on Wednesday. We'll have their quarterfinal round game for you here on WMBS against either Neighborhood Academy or Mapletown. Site and time to be determined. We're back with a final word on the radio side. That'll do it on the video side. You can also see on Monday for both Laurel Highlands and Uniontown games. Mustangs taking on Freeport. Uniontown taking on Avonworth here on WMBS. Back with one final segment on the radio right after this.